My name is Mamadou. I'm 17 years old. When I arrived in New York City in 2024, I was sent from Roosevelt to Randall's Island. I was scared. This huge cold place offered no help, just isolation. But then I heard voices speaking Pula, my native language, and I clung to them for support. They told me what everyone already knew. There is no real help at Randall's Island. I didn't enroll in school because I didn't even know how. When my 30 days in the shelter ended, I tried to go to St. Bridget, only to be turned away because I was missing a shot. They told me to go back to the Roosevelt Hotel. When I got to the Roosevelt Hotel, a nurse looked at my passport and made a call. Suddenly, people were gathering, whispering around me, and I had no idea what was happening. They sent me upstairs, and after a while, the police arrived. I didn't speak English, and I was terrified. I thought I had done something wrong. They took me to the hospital for tests and brought me back to Roosevelt, where a staff suggested I call a woman named Adama, someone who helps in cases like mine. I had never met Adama, but I had heard how she had helped so many others. I was sitting there, scared and confused, as people talked about me. Then Adama called me and told me they had called the police on me because I was accused of being an impersonator. She then connected me with a woman named Jamie. After hours of waiting, they put me in a cab and sent me to the Bronx. I had no idea where I was going or why. Later, a woman in a hijab woke me, speaking in my native language. She introduced herself as Adama, the woman I had spoken to on the phone. She told me ACS didn't believe I was 17 and couldn't help me, but she and Jamie were fighting for my case. She asked if she could go through my bag, and I agreed. She took pictures of my documents, always in conversation with Jamie. I remember when ACS arrived. They questioned me and took me to the hospital for yet another exam. I told ACS I was 17 years old and that I needed help. I showed them a copy of my passport, my birth certificate, and my WHO vaccination card, World Health Organization vaccination card, that all showed I was 17, but they did not believe me. They said they spoke to ICE, immigration, and they said I was lying. I felt confused, scared, and hopeless. Eventually, I was sent to a new shelter where Jamie had managed to secure me a bed. After 5 months, ACS finally believed me that I was 17 and I agreed to After 5 months, ACS finally believed me that I was 17 and agreed to take me into care. In those 5 months, they did nothing to help me and accused me of being a liar. Now, even though they agreed to take me into foster care, I'm still at the shelter. I stayed in touch with Adama, and she invited me to Africana's Harlem office, a place she promised was safe where I would find others like me. And she was right. I found many people my age trapped in the same circumstances. I didn't know how to enroll in school, but Adama connected me with someone who helped me through the process. I had nowhere else to go, so I started going to Africana every day. Adama introduced me to Kaba, a Mauritanian asylum seeker who looks out for me, buys me food, and makes sure I'm okay. Now, I help at Africana by running the food pantry, where we feed many people, and I receive a stipend for my work. I needed a lawyer, and Jamie got me one from Legal Aid. I rely on Jamie, Adama, and everyone at Africana for everything. I came to America alone with no family, but at Africana, I found a new family. If I need clothes, shoes, or permission slips signed for my school, I go to Africana. All of us do. We are part of the soccer program and other activities, and they ensure we have legal representation. When I meet others like me, I always tell them to go to Africana. I either take them myself or give them the address. In my shelter, no one speaks our language. When there is an emergency, we call Africana to translate. Even at the hospital, we rely on Africana's staff to help us understand. I'm so grateful to Africana, to Jamie, and to my lawyer, Daniela, for everything they have done. But we need more help. When I arrived in New York City in early 2024, I was sent to Randall's Island, which is an adult shelter, and I'm a child. I was scared in a place with no help, just isolation. We didn't come to America because we wanted to. We came because we had no choice. Africana is helping us survive, but we need better treatment. Please help us. There are so many young kids like me, some in shelters, others are on the streets. Every 60 days, we have to renew our shelter stay, which makes it hard to focus on school. Attendance is everything, and when you are trying to learn English or attend after-school programs, missing days is devastating. I'm lucky, but not everyone is. Not everyone has someone to help them.
Yes, in all those facilities, nobody spoke my language. The staff members, none of them spoke my language.